Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to cover a little bit more about sublimation and Creativestudio. So if you don't know, Creativestudio is a software that was designed for your Sawgrass sublimation printer. So if you have any type of Sawgrass sublimation printer, this program was created for that. I've had questions about, will this work with other brands of sublimation printers, and it will not. This is specifically designed for Sawgrass printers. One thing to think about when you look at the price tag for your Sawgrass printer, number one, it comes with the inks and it comes with the paper. Now, obviously, you will have to refill those, but it also comes with this software. Most softwares cost quite a bit of money. This is an amazing software and it comes totally free. When you register your product, you'll get a code for this and everything. I've been getting tons and tons of questions for quite some time now to go a little bit more in depth with it. So if you need help setting up your Sawgrass printer or any of that, please refer to my videos. I'll have those linked down below. What I'm going to do is this week just touch base on a few tips and tricks throughout Creativestudio, how to use it. So let's go ahead and get started. So for today, I want to show you how to utilize some of their designs and turn them into your own, so change them. So for example, we're going to work on some sports, whether it be your football team, softball team, baseball team, and work with their designs that are already ready to go that you can use to put on banners and t-shirts and all that kind of jazz. Number one, what you're going to want to do is download your Mascot. So what I like to do is I go to Google, type in, so for example, we're the Dardanelle sand lizards. I type that in and then I come to images. So you'll see several of these pop up. And like this one right here, you can tell it's SVGs. You've got the little squares. So as usual, I'll grab it and I'll drop it on my screen. Just save it to your computer. So once you have whatever you're using saved to your computer, you'll want to come back to Sawgrass, come to your images. You're going to want to come to upload and then choose file. Then you're going to choose your file. So this one, for example, I'm going to click on it and then I would hit choose. And then you would just name it, hit I have the rights, and upload. I always choose I have the rights because it's more personal than anything. Now, if it's something for your school, you could always talk to them ahead of time. Or, I mean, if it's something for the school, you probably don't even have to mess with that. So say you're, part of the booster club or whatever it may be, and you need to make 100 and some odd t-shirts to sell for the school. I mean, obviously you have the rights to do that through the program. So I always just click I have the rights and then upload. But just check with your school and see how that kind of works out. So once it's uploaded, then you're going to come to designs. And this is where you're going to find a ton of already pre-made designs for you. So, but like I said, we're going to touch base on all this stuff. So I come down here where it says sports and fitness. I'm going to click on it. And you'll see there's a variety. Baseball, basketball, bodybuilding, bowling, cheer, cricket, cycling, football American, football soccer, golf, hockey, lacrosse, mascots. I haven't even clicked on mascots. Let me click. Okay, so they've got quite a bit. So like if you're the Bulls, they have some things already created here. Bulldogs. So I used to be an Artesia Bulldog for New Mexico. I was trying to see if they had anything with the lizards. So if you're anything with the Bears, you might find something similar. The Wolves, something similar. Look, this one's cute too. The Hornets. So you might find something that's already similar to what yours is. Okay, so check those out. I hadn't really played with that. You have MMA, other sports, racket sports, rugby, skiing, snowboarding, track and field, volleyball, wrestling, and yoga. All right, so let's start with football. So I'm going to come to Football American. You're going to click on it, and you're going to see all of these designs come up, okay? I'll kind of zoom in here so you can kind of see. You can see all of these really cool designs. So what I'm going to do is I go around, I figure out what I want to create. So say I'm creating a t-shirt, okay? All right, so say that I'm going to go with this one here. So I'm going to click on it, and see it says Worcester Booster Club. What you need to do to change this to your own school name, colors, and all that, you're going to click on it. So just click on it right there. And right here you can see where it says Worcester. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to kind of just highlight over that, hit delete, and I'm going to type in Dardanelle. Alright, so then after I get Dardanelle, I'm going to hit OK. And that's going to change it. Now our school colors are red and black. So I'm going to come down here and change. This is how we're going to change the color. Let me click on that again so you can see. So to change the color for the font, you can see it pops up right here. I'm going to click on it, and then choose black. You can choose custom, you can change this however you want to. Hit apply, and now it's black. Now our outline is red, but if you wanted to change the outline, see where it says outline right here? I click that, and there's that color. So you see it's red, I can click on it, and just to show you, say I wanted to change it to gray. Let's say gray. Apply. And okay. So see how that changed that to gray? But I'm going to change it back to red because ours is red. So click that again, come back up and hit red and hit apply and okay. So you can see. Now you can also click on that again, and I can actually make that a little bit bigger, so I could come up and change that to give it a little bit of a deeper outline. So you can do that. You can see how the text is enveloped, so it's curved. I can curve that more if I want to. I can give it, I can change that however I want. So there's that. And then you can even change the font. So you can change the font to whatever text you're wanting to as well. So there's just a ton of options right there. So it's Booster Club. We're going to leave this, I want to leave this green, but if I wanted to change the color of it, I would click it, and you can see where those options pop up right here. So obviously the green is here, the black is that outline, and then we have another little bit of a white outline. So you can see how that kind of works right there. And then if I wanted to do this one, the banner, same thing. Here's the gray, black, and a darker gray. So I could come in and change those. Let's just say that I wanted to change that to that same red. Just say that we did that. So that way it gives it that red behind. I still want to keep that black. And I'm going to get rid of this and maybe do it white. White. There we go. Because our school colors are red, black, and white. Now, you can see Booster Club is white and purple, so I could click on that. Once again, the white's going to be right here. Say that I'm going to leave that white, actually. I'm going to hit OK, apply. Once again, to change that outside, the purple, click the outline. There's the purple. And I'm going to come up here and change that to black. Hit apply and OK. And once again, if I want to bring that outline bigger, come back to outline, and I can change that. So say I do a 6 on that one, give it just a hair bit more, and there we go. Now same thing, you can adjust the size of these. So say I want it to be a little bit bigger, I can come in here and adjust this and make it a little bit bigger. I could scoot it down, do whatever I want to. If I didn't like it, I could scoot back. So I can go back to where I was just like that by hitting the undo. The same with the football. If I decide I want to make it a little bit bigger, or I want to change that to, I want to get rid of the football and I want to replace it with one of our logos. So you would come to replace. And see, I chose our logo right here. And there it is. And then I can adjust that however I want to, just like that. So say I liked it just like that. So it's that easy to do that. So same thing with the Booster Club. If I wanted to change this to football, I would highlight it, type in football. Okay, and then I would hit OK. Always make sure you hit OK afterwards to save that. And then if I wanted to, I could adjust my size since that's a little bit smaller. So just like that. And then if I wanted to bring a different football in here, I could always hit replace. Up here at the top, I could type in football. And here is a ton of footballs that come up. Look at this really cool football. So let's put this one in. So I'm just going to click on it. And there it is. It's going to take away our logo and bring this one in. So I'm just going to bring it in just like this. And there you have it. So just like that, it's that easy to use what they already have and create our own things. So, like I said, for creating stuff to sell, like in your own little booth in town, like I said, just check school district and kind of see how it goes with using their logos and stuff like that. It's that easy to use those. So let's do another one. Let's do one more. What I want to do to get rid of this, I'm going to come up here and hit select all and come to object right here, hit delete. All right, so we're ready to go again. Now this is a blank. When you go to products, this was just right here where it says blank design canvas. I came down here and chose US letter 8.5 by 11, and that's just what it is. And then I chose vertical, And that's what I'm using to design this. Now, if I was doing a t-shirt, so let's say we were doing a t-shirt for this one, for example, come back up to products. You can go all the way through these lists right here, or you could simply type in t-shirt. So then I'm going to come down here and just choose t-shirt. I'm going to choose, you can choose the back or the front. I'm going to choose front, vertical. All right, so here it goes. This is the size that we have. This is where it's going to go on the shirt. This is 8.5 by 11 space. What I'm going to do this time, we're going to come back to designs. I'm going to come back to sports. This time, let's do baseball. All right, so let's go ahead and work with this one down here. So I have an idea. For this 0 here, I want to get rid of this. So I'm going to go ahead and backspace it like that and hit OK. So I want to get rid of that. I could have simply done it this way, hit undo. I could click on it here, hit object, and hit delete. So you can do it that way as well. What I want to do with this one is I'm going to come to images. I'm going to grab our logo. And I want to put it in behind. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down a little bit. So say something about like that's for now until I figure out what I want to do. Maybe a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to bring it down just like that. I'm going to come back up here to object and I'm going to hit move down. And now it's behind. So my softball girl is in the front. We're going to change this here to Dardanelle. So we clicked on the Oswego. I'm going to highlight it and click Dardanelle. I'm going to hit OK. And obviously I need to bring that down because that's going to be really big. And get that back down. All right, so something about like that. All right, then for the girls softball, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to bring it down as well. Something about like that. And then as for our, so I want to start changing my colors here. So the Dardanelle, I'm going to change that to a red, apply. And I'm going to come to my outline and I'm going to make sure that's black. So I want to change that to a black, apply, and okay. I think I want to give it a little bit more of a bleed around. So hit outline again and I'm going to change that. Let's see how big that gives me. Whoop, way too big. All right, let's do a 1. Okay, there we go. So that way it has that little bit of an outline. And then we've got girls softball. I want to change that to black. So I'm going to come over here and hit black and apply. There we go. So see how much better that's looking. Now I want to come and click on my softball girl, and you can see that you can literally change even her skin tone color. So it's really cool that you can do that. You can change the color of her socks. So the white is obviously her shirt and socks. You have the gray, which is her cleats and her shorts, her knee pads, it looks like. The brown would be her glove. You've got the red little stripes on her shorts and on her arm. And then I'm not too sure where this maroon is at, but it's somewhere in there. And then we've got another gray. But either way, you can change all of those colors. So let's say, for example, let's see if I can do this gray and change that to, let's say, black and just see what it looks like. Okay, so now you can see that I changed her shorts, her knee pads, and her shoes to black. So I'm really digging that. Her visor and her stripe on her shorts is already red and I need it like that. I may go in and make sure it's the proper red, so I'll click on that and click that there. But I think that looks good. So say if I was happy with this, I'm going to hit select all just so I could size it down just a little bit, move it over because it was actually getting off of the shirt just a little bit. So now you can see everything's in line. Once I was happy with this, just like if before with the football, I've showed you guys before, you're going to hit print, go through the whole spiel on that. But right now I'm just really showing you guys and focusing on how to use the Sawgrass Studio. Now towards the end of this week, I will do these designs on some t-shirts just to show you how they would come out once you get it designed. Look how cool that is. And I used our own logo. So, and there's so many more because like we use this one right here, this little guy, this is more like our middle school stuff. I could take our football team. I could put our football team on there in the background, would be pretty cool. So just look and type in your area. So let's say I used to be Artesia Bulldogs, so I could type in Artesia Bulldogs. All right, so you'll see this was our logo. I love this logo. You can see he's our mascot, so you can see I would already even have a football with our logo. There just may be so much more for you. This is our actual stadium. I could put that on a t-shirt. So just think of these things, check them out, speak with your school, see what their rules are on it and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found a little bit of tips on this just by using their designs, turning them into your own, and how easy that would be. You can also save as well, so save these so you always have them for reproducing or whatever it may be. So please stay tuned. This whole week we're going to cover sublimation and using this creative studio. And like I said, towards the end of the week we're going to do several sublimation projects. So just stay tuned. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.